Hey guys, and welcome back to Skelton Farms. The last day of autumn, second half of the last day, I guess. It's noon, and well, we're going to do some field work, I think, today. But the first thing I wanted to do was I was thinking about going around and maybe hitting a couple missions, checking out a couple fields that we hadn't had a chance to look at, and maybe lower some field prices. Hey Ryan, hey Huntmaster, hey David. I was thinking about doing this field up here. I don't think I'm going to buy this particular field, but I am going to do it. Thinking about doing a mission on here just to lower the price somewhat. Hey, Northeast Rail. Oh, this ought to be fun. So, David says, when is this map coming out? Well, that is the $10,000 question. And to tell you, I do not know. What I do know is that the map has been submitted to Giants a few times for console approval, and it's come back as basically needing work each time. This is the first map I think that the Mappers Paradise group have sent for console approval, so they're kind of in a new territory. So not really sure that anyone really truly knows when the map's going to come out, other than it's been submitted several times for approval with consoles, and several times it's come back needing corrections or having console related issues. So all I can say is that well, we can't obviously go up that hill. You know, I can't wait for the map to come out in console also. So, because once it's released for console, it's released for basically for all platforms. Let's close this up a little bit. We might have found ourselves in a little predicament here. With the more realistic mod, we may have found ourselves stuck and unable to get up this hill. That's pretty funny. Hey, country girl. There, let's rotate this thing around a little bit. Oh, I didn't have a choice. This was the, this was what was given to me with the mission. I'm doing a mission here. Oops. Let's see if we can't work our way up the field and then slurry down the hill. That ought to be interesting. I thought I'd do this mission because I thought it would give us a fair bit of money, while at the same time allowing us to lower the price of the field. So let's just go out of here. Hey, Abido. We're gonna fail this mission and try again and see what we get. All right. So, let's see here. I'm not a big fan of track stuff. Oh, that's okay. Supposedly the quad track will do better, so let's give it a try. Let's see. And we get up the hill. We're not even up the steep part of the hill yet. Can see across the map pretty good from up here. I never really watched the animations of this thing unfold. Well, now the big question is, once I turn this on, can I do anything with it? Alright. Let's turn her on and see what we got. I got the pedal to the floor here. 12% wheel slip. I don't think you're going to get too much commission on the sale there. We'll see. We'll see if the timer runs out. Hopefully by starting here at the top and working our way down the hill, we'll be able to go quicker. What?
How are ya?
Alright. Oh, we hit a tree.
You'll be streaming tonight because of the 24-hour stream last night.
I didn't stream 24 hours. Hey, the White Wolf Assassin.
Ah, okay. How many hours did you do?
2.5.
Ah, yeah.
You do hear the Kiwi.
Sup, cows?
How was Farmer John's map debut tour?
Good. I'm over here watching you because I quite like this map. Because you get stuck all the time. You go sliding down the hill.
Yeah, the T9 T9 didn't work.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the subscribe, Scott McKinsey.
There we go. Now I'm stuck.
Are the tracks actually in the ground?
No. No, they're on the top.
The way it looks, like if you where you are, it looks like it's actually in the ground. Well, they are on top. Just by the way, the angle you had it on, it looked like it was going into the ground. So yeah, what do you think about Johnny V's map, MK?
Oh, I didn't see too much of it.
Doesn't look like a bad map. Like, I'd rather play that version of Sandoka than the Giants version of it. I'd rather play Johnny V's version of it.
I never played Noska at all.
Oh,
Never.
don't waste your time.
Never really felt like doing it. Well, I don't play a map unless I feel like it.
Yeah.
There's tons of maps that I look at and they're like, I don't really feel like playing any of them, so I don't.
Are you getting the Roper DLC? I can't remember.
No, I'm not. Well, we're gonna fail this mission. Spent 2 minutes spinning my wheels.
Yeah, that's the problem in that you'll miss the mission, right, you? Unless you've got something ridiculous. Will we have a visit from your daughter tonight?
No, they're traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the whole wheel slip and tire grip, I think that's the part of MR that I don't like. I don't think it's overly realistic.
Yeah.
You know, like these tracks, they shouldn't slip near at all because of the surface. You know, the amount of surface that they're covering, and everything. And like when I was pulling that harvester, when I was pulling the harvester up out of the store, I mean, it had like 10% wheel slip. And now you're not going to be spinning your ginormous front harvester tires on asphalt. You're not going up like a 60-degree incline. So, you know, now like the New Holland, the New Holland has crazy front wheel slip. It just slides for no apparent reason. That's why I'm running into everything, is because the front wheels just slide whenever I try to turn. All right, there goes that mission.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You failed.
I failed. Alright, let's see if we can't check out some more random fields that we might wish to buy.
So Kyle, what's the best part of doing these maps, you reckon, in your opinion?
Let's see here, field 19, what's it look like? Oh, that's easy, there's no mission.
I'll just be back in a minute. I've just got a message from someone, so I'll be right back.
Like the front wheels are up off the ground for no apparent reason. I'm turning the wheels and the front's going nowhere. I do have a 650 kilogram weight on it. I think that would be enough. Maybe not. Oh, let's see here. Let's alright, let's do this one. Oh, we can't put that weight on the front. And then this will probably be too heavy for the dumb thing. That's not too bad. Oh, this looks like a field that's manageable. Oh yeah, we could manage this field. There's the telltale signs that this map is built off of a Goldcrest Valley map. We got the flag stripes. Hey Wyatt, how are you doing? Is that the water fill? Is that where it pulls out from the river? There's like a pipe that comes up from the river, and there's like a little water house, water pump station. Is that what you're talking about, Kyle? Well, I'm doing pretty good. We're just here on Skelton. Right now, we're just playing around a little bit, checking out some fields that we may wish to purchase in the future. All right, I can't see. I have to tell you, I cannot see the change in the ground at all. So we're just gonna have to do it this way. So I have to say, Field 18 is definitely a candidate for buying once we have enough money. Oh, is that what... See, I was watching Ice and Johnny V do kind of a map premiere the other day, but I was at work. And I was distracted doing something. And they showed some pipes sitting alongside the water trough, and I didn't understand what the heck those were. So that's what it is, huh? So you pay, you buy your animals, and then you have to pay $5,000, and then you basically have auto water. Is that the point? You never have to water your critters ever again. Alright, this field is definitely worth purchasing. It's not too terrible bad as far as the hill goes. Very manageable. It's not huge. But it is bigger than some of the other fields that we own. Now I gotta figure out where we skipped so I can get 100% on this. So there's a patch. Patch. So that is definitely a field we want to look at. This looks like a field we can manage. Also, okay. Keep that in your eyes, guys. All right. Remember that. Fields 18 and 17. I'm going to go up to the shop and replace this weight. Oh, that is cool. The rain fills the troughs. Now that's a nice. I like how this field works. I'm gonna run a mission on this field. One, it's a bigger field, so it should give us some money. Needs harvesting. There we go. We'll use this one. Hey, Red Dragon. We're going to spend part of the day just, or part of the stream just doing some random missions around. Figure we would be able to kind of explore the map and check out some fields that we hadn't seen before. Get our income up a little bit. There we go. I've been pretty good. So Cows was not impressed with the valley. Valley, is that the map? What's the valley? Is that the map I did on Thursday? Oh, look, there's a... That's the field we were just looking at. So, this is the field right down from that. It's a nice field. It's a nice shape. Not super... Not really hilly or anything. I think we could muster this one, too, if we had a little bigger equipment. But we might... This one's going to be a little high for our price. A little high of a price, I think. We could buy a couple fields, or we could buy this one. So guys, I want to take the opportunity while we're just here harvesting. I like this building. It's cool having a kind of an old shed here off to the side. Pretty neat. So I want to take this opportunity to remind you all that this is a charity map. When it does come out for console and for PC, it will be benefiting a cancer research charity in the UK. And yeah, we're looking forward to it all to come out. You know, I would love for you all to be playing the map. And because that would mean that the map has been released and that people are downloading it. And for every download, there is a donation that Giants will make to the charity. So I encourage people to download the map, even if you're not going to play it, because that is a download that then has some money going to charity, and that's going to be the best part. Because we've all been affected by cancer to some respect. So it's a charity that pretty much it's a cause that pretty much everybody can get behind. There's also in my description several placeables that are a part of this map and that were donated for this project. that are also in the mod hub that are available for you to download now. Downloading those placeables will put a donation to Doctors Without Borders, which is also an extremely good charity. So I encourage you to download those and rate them, please. Give them a good rating if you think that they're worth it, because the rating is what Giants uses to establish the pay scale per download. So a higher the rated mod, the more the download is going to get paid. So if you have a poor rating, then the Giants will either pay nothing or they'll pay very little for the download. Oh, Country Girls in London. I did not know you were traveling. Have safe travels. The name of the charity, let me pull it up. So here is the official flyer for the charity. It's the Department of Urology Oxfordshire Charitable Trust. I think there may be a link to this document in the description. I've got this up on my Google Drive. So there should be a link in the description to this document itself. You can read up a little bit more on it if you wanted to. Just put that back down so that we can get back to our action. Hey Ben, oh there he is right there. There's an official representative of the Mappers Paradise Group. Could give us an update. So the folks were asking when and how the map's doing with respect to getting it on the mod hub. I know I've seen posts that it's gone through several iterations with Giants and console approval. We got 6% wheel slip here. There's no reason we would have wheel slip going up this. Alrighty. Alright, that's good to hear. Did you figure out the sheep water deal? All right, there we go. Hey, Kuda. Well, congratulations. That's great news. Wait, did I just do a headstand and not even notice because I was looking down? Hey, Cyber Redneck, what's up? Kind of surprised it gave us this giant harvester for this field, but it is, I guess, pretty big. Field, I don't know if this field's bigger than field 13. I think field 13 might be a little bit bigger. We'll have to check it out here in a bit. Like I said earlier in the stream, we're going around and we're just doing some random missions on some random fields. One, to see what kind of fields we may want to expand after we get some more money. And two, to kind of explore the map from a different angle than we've been seeing as of late. Alright, thanks for dropping in chat, Ben. That was great. Great to get information from the source, that's for sure. So speaking of the Ropa DLC, since Kiwi mentioned it earlier, those in chat, are you all looking at the Ropa DLC as something you think you're going to be getting? Have you been looking at the fact sheets that have come out? Yeah, I know I'm not that interested in it because it's well, I'm not really interested in the big beet and potato harvesting. Yeah, the only time I really deal with potatoes or beets are if I'm going to do pigs, and if I'm doing that, I'm picking the smallest plot of land I have, and I'm going to put beets or potatoes in once. I'm going to harvest them, and then I'll probably have more potatoes and beets than I will ever need for those pigs. I kind of just rotate beets or potatoes on the map. Yeah, one map I'll do beets, one map I'll do potatoes. I think the next map I do, I won't have pigs at all. I'm more interested in the potential DLC that may be coming of the smaller potato equipment, and other stuff. You know, I think that's the big gap. There's a big gap on the potato and beet market in game, in that you've got a decent sized, not too big potato planter, and then you've got a fairly big potato harvester that's pull behind, and then you got the giant self-propelled one. The sugar beets you can pretty much plant with any regular planter or seeder, but then you've got this weird topper and pull harvester that takes some huge horsepower. Hey, Mad. Or you got the big self-propelled Homer sugar beet harvester. So I wish there was something a lot smaller. Yeah, we did a potato harvest. We used some old Russian equipment on a pretty small field. It was the smallest field on the map, I can tell you that. And we used the digger, the pull-behind digger that you put on your tractor, and it basically digs the potatoes up and leaves them in the equivalent of a windrow. And then we used the potato conveyor that picks them up off the ground and puts them in a tipper. That's what we did. And we we didn't put row crop tires, or our tractors didn't have row crop tires on them, so we basically destroyed a third of the crop. Or actually, we destroyed 2/3 of the crop as we were harvesting it, and we still pulled 50,000 liters of potatoes off of that field. And again, it was the smallest field on the map. Now, what was interesting is I don't know why, but for some reason I had to, maybe the map crashed, or maybe, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, oh, I know why. So Mark doesn't have the Coon DLC, and no, he doesn't have the straw harvest. That's it. I don't think he has the straw harvest, and I was using the straw harvest at that time on the map. So I had to make a backup copy of my game save, and then I deactivated the straw harvest when we went in to do the gameplay. And basically by doing that, it meant anything and everything related to the straw harvest just disappears. So the heap of pellets that I had, gone. You know, everything else related to the straw harvest DLC was gone. It would have to be rebought. So after we filmed that, I went back and re-harvested that field by myself using a tractor with row crop tires this time, and I got 150-some thousand liters off that little crop, off that little field. So yeah, we lost 2/3 of the field of the crop due to having the tires that we had, and I still had more at 50,000. I still had more potatoes than I would ever need for the pigs that I had on the map. I'll check you later, Huntmaster. Yeah, I think this field's a bit too big for our size of equipment at the moment. So we're not gonna buy this one. But it's a good field to get some revenue, get a little money, and get the reputation with the farmer. Because the farmer does own those 2 fields up there that we want to buy. There we go. $3,500. We're not going to do that. Sorry. Let's go over here. Back in our tractor, and we'll go up the road a little bit. Field 14. Alright, here's field 13. 13. It's 14 is still a little too big, I think, for us. Hey, let's go ahead and do the mission just for fun. Here we got row crop duels on front and back. I have to say this. Initially, you think, wow, that's a giant tractor for a fertilizer spreader that hooks up the 3-point, but proportionally, it looks like it would fit. Proportionally, I think it works. What do y'all think? Is that is the tractor too big? Or does it work? What do y'all think? Where's that road go? Oh, we've been up that road, okay. That's where the horse farm is. We've been up that way. There's that big field up there that we couldn't do, even with the quad track. See our marshmallows. So before the stream, I grabbed the mower, and I went down there and I wanted to see if I could mow any of that grass. None of it was mowable. So, so obviously we're not mowing any of that. I was going to pick up the bales with the autoload trailer and mow a little grass, but that's not going to happen. And the end of the day goes winter, and well, I can't show you the forecast while we're in mission. I'll have to show you after that. Okay, it's fine, Genetic J. I'll show you the forecast. We got snow in the forecast for tomorrow. First day of winter. Now the map is not seasons prepared, so we don't have a snow mask, so we will only get one layer of snow, and we will see snow in our buildings if we have any accumulation. But beyond that, this ought to look rather interesting to have. Oh, there's a giant bump in the middle of that field. I'll have to email them and make sure they know about that. Field 14, there's a giant hump. Hey Cameron, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited about this map. I hope it gets released soon, so you all can enjoy it. Looks like there's only one guy that owns any of these fields, it looks like. I just love this. So we've got the AR pack, and we randomly get the AR fertilizer spreader, which will never work. Oh, that seemed to work pretty good last time. Oh my goodness. This field has a serious incline going on. But I do like how it overlooks the other side of the farm. But I think this field has too much of a hill for us to really effectively use, since we're playing with MR. We'd have to have pretty big equipment like this to work it, I think. We do have access right to the field from the back of the farm, across that bridge, so in fact, both of these fields we have access to, so it might be something we pick up. So again, this field price is pretty expensive, so it may be like the only field we can buy. Look at that incline. I can only imagine trying to plow across that. The plow would probably slide down the hill. Got access right there too. So let me ask you on chat what this means. So I was looking at a map today, and it said in the description that it had dynamic hose support or pipe. Oh, what the heck was it? Was the Bass Cow map that got released last week on the Mod Hub? I think it said something like dynamic pipe was built into the map. I didn't really know what that meant. Any of you all maybe know? See, I'm kind of turning uphill to keep this thing semi-straight. Or it would just want to slide down the hill. Hey GTX. Yeah, let me put this thing on cruise control. And let's see here. It says, yeah, it says hose system. In the map has hose system. That's the map I'm talking about. And that hose system, is that for like hooking up the special mods at like the slurry points? So I didn't see anything that would kind of indicate like irrigation. Let's see. Yeah, this is way too expensive. 180 some thousand. We're not going to be able to afford that. Hey Kale, how are you doing? Let's see here. Let's go check out some more fields. Some more random areas that we haven't been around. This is kind of an interesting one. Just run out here and check this field out a bit. Interesting. With MR, I don't think I want that one, this one, because it's got that hill on it. But it does link down to field 9. That's kind of interesting. Let's see here. go up and check out field 21, huh? It's up there by the pigs. I just want to show you all this. I want to show you this sign. I get a kick out of this sign every time I think about it. It says, keep gate closed. Don't let the pigs out, no matter what they tell you. Like I said, I get a complete kick out of this every time I look at it. Oh, it's upper style, $70,000. Fairly flat. I could work with this. Okay. I think this is where we did some mowing the earlier in the series when we were trying to find some grass to feed our cows. It's back over here. Hey, Rockhound, what's up? We're kind of on a secret road that's not on the PDA. Whoa. Yeah, I thought about adding the wonderful chicken mod to this map, but then I thought, well, you know what? I better not, because I don't want somebody watching the stream and then thinking that this map has chickens that work like that, because the map's not been released. So I'm not going to add chickens to this, but give it up to GTX and his enhanced chickens. That's pretty cool. $9,000, pretty good. Not sure about the hill here, but that looks pretty good. Hey Melissa, how are you doing? A really nice view across there. I could see working this one. Right across the BGA, I can see putting corn in here and just shooting it right over there. That. Oh. Not getting very many options here. Try that. There we got the Stara. This is one of the gems of the Platinum Pack. So the Platinum Pack, I think, is better for its equipment than it is for the those biogas tanks. That's pretty cool. I like how they're weathered up there. That's pretty neat. I think the Platinum Pack is better for its equipment than it was the map. Oh, thanks for the sub, Melissa. It's a nice sized field too. I might get this one. Or we got 4 fields that are candidates for purchase. For expanding our operations. Of course, the amount of fields that we can buy is greatly dependent on the amount of money we earn doing forestry over winter. The key is you can only place 1 per map. I think I forgot to mention that in the video I did. But you can only put 1 of those 2 chicken things per map. And the fact that you can sell chickens and get rid of them entirely, that is money. Because sometimes they are annoying. Alright, see you later, Melissa. That's fine. Now, we were talking about charities earlier because this map is downloads are going to go to charity. Just to continue that thought a little bit, some folks over at PCSG just did a 24-hour charity stream. Started Friday afternoon and ended this afternoon. And they were doing a charity, or they were basically doing a charity stream with donations going to Doctors Without Borders. But they were also debuting a really cool new Sauce Noska edit by PCSG member Johnny V. And it happens to have some, well, the enhanced chickens are embedded in the map. So the chickens you have to feed and everything. You don't need to add the mods because the mod is built in. That is pretty cool. That you can mod map authors can build that in now. And then also the bale storage, the GTX LS Mod Company bale storage is built in. That's pretty cool too. It's pretty neat that we can see these enhancements get built straight into stuff. Oh, we're not plowing this thing. 5,000, not bad. Tractor up here. We're going to get around to cultivating at some point. Nah, I don't want to do that field. That one doesn't interest me as much as these down here do. No, I don't want to plow. So if I plow this, and I do buy it, it will already be plowed. That's for another day, for another stream. Alright, let's just totally get stuck. Because we can't drive straight down a road because our wheels are sliding. There we go. And let's just check out this one. Big. Too much hills. Alright, let's get over here and start. Get over here and start cultivating. I am going to run back up to the store. We're going to sell this weight and we're going to buy a bigger one. Simply because it really feels like the front end on this tractor is floating. See, I'm turning the wheel and it's not really moving much. I want that front end to be planted a lot more than it is, so things like that don't happen. Raise and lower it. Feel like the front end's hopping up off the ground. Hey, British farmers, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna grab a bigger weight. See, I turn the wheel and it just doesn't want to go anywhere. Look at this. It should be reacting there. It's definitely jumping off it. And I wasn't having this problem with the other tractors. I think the other tractors may be heavier. They may be lower horsepower, but they're heavier. Jumping it, tractor. Now we got the front end getting a little light on us. All right. Weights. We had the 650. That's what we had. Should we go for? 700? 1500? How big is that? That's black. I'm doing pretty good. See now how this one does. Still hops a little bit, but if we unhook this and now we hop it, watch what happens. Definitely get the front off the ground. Now we're not. The tire flex, that's pretty awesome. Let's see if we drive better now. Alright, let's finally get over to cultivating. Now we're into the stream. We haven't done any real farm work. At least on our farm. I think it drives a little better with double the weight, but it still feels light in the front. Alright. Did we fertilize these things last stream? I kind of think we did. Yep. Alright, we fertilized them all. And regardless if this tractor does or doesn't have GPS, we are using it. We want straight lines. Oh. There we go. Shift this up a little bit. There we go. Yep, I'm in Discord. You can come on in if you want. Cows can come on in too. He's never in chat. I think he's afraid that we might hear his voice. Maybe he's somebody infamous and he doesn't want us to know who he really is. Probably. I don't know if they're still sleeping or not. I mean, the stream ended what? The stream ended at 2. That was 8 hours ago. They should be back up. You know. I think if I did that, I would probably maybe... If I did go to sleep at 2, you know, when the stream ended, I think I would probably get back up. After probably just 3 or 4 hours. Because I don't want to be totally backwards. You know, if you sleep like 8 hours or 9 hours now, you know, you might get up at like 2 in the morning and be wide awake and have no ability to go back to sleep. And then you'll probably be zonked out at some point in time early Sunday. It'll probably be 3 or 4 days before you could finally get back on track. Yeah. I mean, like when I did the 24 hours of Daytona race with the team that I was doing it with, you know, no one person ran 24 hours. It was a team thing, 3 drivers. I think I ran 7 hours out of the 24. And one of my shift, I had a shift that ended at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. or something. So it went from like midnight to 3 a.m. or 11 p.m. to something. And I went to bed, and I got back up around 8 o'clock. So I put about 5 hours in. And then, you know, the rest of the day was just the rest of the day. I didn't sleep extra the following day. But I wanted to get up and kind of keep that schedule. Then again, I've been working off of 5 or 6 hours sleep for the last 4 years. Not in real life, just in virtual racing and on iRacing. They did a 24 hours of Daytona special event, and actually this Saturday we're going to be running the I think it's the 12 hours of Sebring special event, I think it runs from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday. I've got to get in and get to practicing on the Sebring track. Rob needs it painted on the ground. Drop bales here. Load bales here. That's okay, Rob. I spent I don't know how long trying to figure out why I couldn't put bales in the chicken area. Then GTX told me that that I couldn't overfill the trough, so it wouldn't accept the 4,000 liter bale until I needed at least 4,000 liters in the straw area. I was like, oh. Once I knew that, then it would work. But don't change it for me. I'm just thinking that it might cause confusion because the standard troughs will allow you to overfill. So that's what I was just figuring was based on the behavior of the other stuff. I never played FS15, so no. Maybe somebody else in chat had. I didn't. Let's see here. Yeah, I saw you thought the new spotter sounded like duck? I might have to change my spotter then. He may, when he updates the chicken pack, he may make it so you can overfill the straw trough. Because I was trying to fill the straw trough with a bale, because I saw it had a bale trigger in the editor, but it wouldn't take the bale because it would be overfilled. So Kyle, what did you think of that that spotter software? I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I like how he gives you more information in the race that's somewhat useful related to like the gap of the guy in front and the gap of the guy behind. Periodically letting you know what place you're in, so you're not if you are working your way through cars, you don't have to be wondering what place you're in. It will take regular bales too. It's just you need enough chickens in order for it to take 4,000 liters. Yeah, there's two voices. One is the crew chief and one is the spotter. And if you can remember the actual pit commands, you can actually make pit adjustments through voice, which is quite useful than trying to make pit adjustments while racing around a track if you have to do a green flag stop. Making adjustments under caution is still a little bit of a pain, but it's easier to do. Yeah, I think this weight is working a lot better than what the other one was. Well, next week is Phoenix, so I don't know how well we're going to do there. Phoenix is nasty because it turns 3 and 4 are flat and fairly long. Tends to catch a lot of people out. Hopefully we won't be a part of someone else's incident. Hello.
How are you?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thinking about doing a live stream on UMRV.
Thinking?
Yeah, thinking.
It's funny, last time I was cultivating, somebody was asking about this cultivator because they liked the animations and they didn't realize it was an in-game cultivator. It was something that they hadn't used before because they hadn't used small equipment. Right. Oh, I said I was going to show you all the forecasts. There we go. There's the first 3 days, or there's the 3 days of winter. We got snow in the forecast for tomorrow. Then cloudy, and then rain for the last day of winter. And then we got rain the first day of spring. And the last day of spring. We only have one clear day in spring. Good thing we can plant in the rain. And then the first day of summer is showing sun.
Oh, look who came back into the comments.
Oh, it's Cows Go Moose. Go.
He never comes in here anymore.
Who's that?
Cows.
I don't think he's been here at all.
Is he in the Discord? Yeah, he's in the Discord.
Yeah, I know he is. He doesn't chat too much. I think he's someone famous. Doesn't want us hearing his voice.
Yeah, right. I know that. He had to deal with children.
He's not child friendly. I can think of lots of famous people that aren't child friendly.
He said he can't ruin the mystery.
Man, it's getting awful dark for 4 o'clock.
Now, come on, cows. You gotta give up the mystery once in a while.
So we do need to turn our lights on. It's kind of dark.
Did I see that right? The gate came out of the field?
Yeah, it's clipping through the dirt. Hey Ed, thanks for the sub. Yeah, I'm not overly looking forward to the first couple of weeks of the time change. I was thinking the other day, it's going to be dark when we get up. At least when I get up. It's going to be hard waking the kid up. He's going to look out the window. He's going to say, but it's night time still because it's still dark. He's not going to understand that the clock's changed because he doesn't understand how to tell time. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate that too, the time change. Shoot.
Yeah, it'll be better after a couple weeks, but the first week is always bad.
The first and the second. And like the third week, I'm like, okay, I'm back on schedule again.
Yeah, real light will make it easier to do the outside stuff. And once it starts warming up, we'll appreciate the light later on, so that we can be outside with the kids. I say kid because our oldest is 13, and she's not too much into being outside. 4-year-old though, he'll be outside every minute he can. Take some more off this side here. And I think I missed a whole big section there fertilizing it almost. I just hope we don't have frozen ground.
That ain't good. You need to go back and get the fertilizer.
I just hope we don't have frozen ground over winter because I won't be able to work the field. Ground's not frozen. I can put fertilizer down. Can't plant, but I can at least put fertilizer down.
Messing around on UMRV, just making the ground modification mod, changing it over to where the grass fields are not grass fields, but I'm changing them over to the grass fields so you can fertilize them.
Although you had to plow. Didn't think the ground modification did anything other than paint.
Ground modification works, so if you put the ground texture down, like this is ground type grass field, it'll turn it into a grass field. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh. I'm not that imaginative. I never even think to like enhance field sizes or anything. I just go with what I got.
See on here I combined field 12 and 13 and made it one big giant field.
Yeah, well, I saw when you were plowing on the stream the other day you had create fields on because you were making them bigger. Kind of making them big, wider turns and everything. But that idea never even occurs to me. It's just, well, this is how big the field is.
Yeah, I didn't start doing that until I found out I want one crop in those two fields, so I was like, okay, I'll just do that. Modification, I can go in and use the roller and turn, like, go between the two fields and delete all that grass between there.
I can't merge 20 and 1 cows. There's a giant stone wall between it.
Uh-oh, you got a problem.
What's that?
You can't merge the fields. Remember, he has mad cow disease, so he don't know everything. Me and Mad Skip mess around with him on when he's in my stream. We'll say, "Oh no, here comes the mad cow disease."
Ah, okay.
That's where that came from.
Indeed, a quick edit would fix that, but like I said when I was talking about the enhanced chicken pack, I didn't want to make any real changes or anything to the map here that that would maybe leave someone to believe that that's how the map was. So this map is completely unadulterated. It is how it is, except I'm running, you know, the Seasons mod. I haven't changed anything else. But even if the hedge wasn't there, or the fence wasn't there, I probably would leave them separate, because I want the different crop. Just for variety's sake.
Oh, and I found out how to put corn into feeding the cows.
Did it work like you thought it would?
Well, it's not exactly feeding them corn. I'm putting it into the mixer wagon for like doing mix rations. So when you don't have silage, you use the corn. So it's like a replacement for silage, where you can do all four: hay, grass, it's hay, straw, silage, and corn. You can put them all in there.
Okay. Was it as easy as you thought it would be, or more involved?
It took me about 15 minutes to do it.
I thought we.
That was not including testing or anything like that.
Okay. I thought we'd go up here and we'd fertilize these two fields while we're at it before we got bad lucked out, because last thing we need is frozen ground. Such a short spring, and the prospect that we might buy some fields, we want some time in the spring to do other field work other than to just plant these.
Do you want me to send you the link to the mixer wagon?
No, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna use the stuff on UMRV. After we get done UMRV, I'm gonna never boot the map up again, so I don't need it.
Well, I mean, you can use it on any map.
It's regular corn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Now I have to see if it'll use it on different maps. I've only used it on the UMRV so far. My cows is saying he has so much silage.
400.
Watch out, he's going to try to compete with you with silage.
I hope not, because well, it hasn't aired yet, but I think I had like 2 million liters in bunkers at Midtown. I had 900 and some thousand in 2 bunkers and 400,000 in another one.
Rob said you better find your front loader.
Oh no, Rob. You just have to watch. We use about 4 different methods to unload them bunkers. And only one of them involved a front loader.
I think I'm just gonna start up a live stream and just mess around tonight.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Have you used conveyors, cows? Because, whoa, look at that. Conveyors are, they can be a pretty big pain in the posterior.
You could have said petunia.
I don't like flowers. My preferred method is 2 conveyors, 2 pickup conveyors, 2 those unloading conveyors, the ones that you can extend, and then the one of those tippers from the Platinum Pack for sugarcane. And then just set the tipper underneath the conveyors. I use 2 so they fill faster. And then when they fill up, or when that fills up, then you can run it over to the Silo King and just unload it. Just tip it in, because it acts like a shovel. And the 2 conveyors, so that it speeds up. So at 1x speed, you'll be able to basically keep that Silo King going. And then I put the mod in where it basically, as long as there's material in the Silo King, your price doesn't drop. That way I can, you know, in theory, empty the whole bunker and not drop the price. The Silo price mod?
Does that, mod work?
Yeah, it works. I think it's in the mod hub, isn't it? Either that or it's over at FSUK. Those are probably one of the 2 spots that it is.
Huh. I don't know. I'd have to go and check.
As long as the Silo King is chewing on material, meaning that, you know, it's counting down, then the price is the same. So you could set up a conveyor, and the conveyor will slowly overfill Silo King. So after a period of some time, it will get up to 50,000. But the hard part is when you have to move conveyors around and hook up more conveyors and all that other stuff. If you don't do it quick enough, you'll run out of material. then your price will drop. If you do 2 conveyors and fill the trailer, not a tipper, it acts like a bucket, then you can pretty much keep well ahead of the digester. In fact, you'll be finding yourself after 3 or 4 bucket trailers sitting there waiting on the thing so that you can dump it and not have to sit around and wait forever.
Now, like Cal said, if you use the leveler and just keep pushing it towards the conveyor belt, I guess that would work too.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's more work than anything.
We got a fancy sun on this map that sets and rises at the same side. There's our cuckoo bird. I was going to ask you, GTX,
I
if...
want that, son. Send it over here. I got a moon I can send it your way.
The sun on your map rises and sets the same side too. I was going to ask you, GTX, has anyone done, or maybe you've done the calculations? Is there a point in time where the number of chickens changes the economy to where it's cheaper, or it's more lucrative to breed and sell chickens than to simply sell eggs? I was going to do a kind of little experiment on Midtown. I've got 300 chickens, and I was going to see how many eggs I would get per day and how much I would get to sell the chickens, or sell the eggs and then sell chickens.
With, manual attaching?
Only in playing multiplayer on servers that have manual attach. I don't use it myself.
I'm using it, and oh my gosh, it makes it so much, realistic. It's like, you're used to doing one thing, and then it's like, yeah, I can't keep doing that.
Yeah, I don't need that level of realism. I still remember hooking PTOs and hydraulic hoses up for real life, and just hitting a couple extra buttons doesn't do much for me. Until they can reproduce the pain in the tail to try to hook up a hydraulic hose that's got some amount of pressure on it, or the fun and joy of unhooking a hydraulic hose and getting sprayed with hot hydraulic fluid because it was still under a slight bit of pressure. That's the fun of realism right there.
They need to do that for 19. That'd be really cool. And I think they would also get a lot more people buying the game if they would make it more realistic and act more realistic.
Kiwi's not in here to remind us that the biggest market is consoles, and their console players are for arcade play. At least that's what he says. Yeah. I think they would get some. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much more traction they would get, because I don't know how many people don't do farm sim because they feel it isn't realistic. Other than the fact that the super realistic players are going to go for the realistic mods. You know, ideally it would be optional, because not everybody's going to want to have to deal with backing up, getting out, hitting one button to connect the 3-point or the trailer, hitting another button to connect the PTO, potentially hitting a third button to connect the hoses, you know.
think we're gonna be able to get a dog in 19?
Well, other than the fact that it's in the video, I would assume that there's going to be a dog of some sort. Let's hope you can turn it off, because I don't really care to be having a dog follow me everywhere. Or to have the dog like the free-range chickens that just walk around and you end up driving through them all the time because they're just there.
Like UMRV dogs that you can drive through?
Yeah, like the animated dogs that are already in other maps. It'd be nice if the cows or whatever in the map would have collisions, so you can't just drive through the cows.
Yeah, like 11.
You have to either wait on the cows to get out of your way, or the cows have some idea of traffic accident avoidance and avoid you.
See, 11, you could honk the horn and they would move. Or you could whistle and then they would move too. I wish they would bring that back, where you could whistle.
Rob, if you know where it is in the mod hub, you're a mod. You can put links in the chat. If you happen to know where it is and can link it in chat, that'd be awesome. That's the mod on Silage. Well, what I was going to do, GTX, is at noon I emptied the chicken basket. And then noon tomorrow, I'm going to empty the chicken basket. I'm going to sell those eggs and see what I get. And then at noon, when I emptied the basket, I was going to convert the chickens over to breeding. And then at noon the next day, so it's going to take 3 days, I was going to sell the chickens back down to 300 and basically see which it was. But if the mod changes the price of the eggs, then yeah, eggs may always be more lucrative. I don't know. Hey Kale, welcome back.
See, in real life, the actual chicken's worth more than the eggs, I think, ain't it?
Should be, because the chicken can lay eggs for years, and the egg itself is just a one-time deal.
Yeah, because you go into the store, you can buy 96 dozen of eggs versus like a 2 or 3 pound pack of chicken.
It is a good thing someone suggested it. I don't know who it was. It must have got a little cloudy, and now it's clearing up. That we got a nice sunset. We got the shadow across the field with that tree again.
Gotta cut that tree down.
What's the formula for the egg production? Is it like 1 egg per chicken per day? So 300 chickens should produce 300 eggs, or is it some other formula? I haven't had time to really dig into trying to read the Lua. I know you put description in the Lua about reproduction. No, we're not going to get a John Deere on this. We're running more realistic, and I'm trying to run as stock as I can. We're also running what I call career mode, where we're not. The money we got is the money we've earned. So the money we've got is the money we earned. But we're gonna kind of work it the hard way. Okay. So 1 egg per chicken per day, so that should be 300 eggs over a 24-hour period. And then 300 chickens. I'm wondering how many chickens we should get. Probably 4 or 5 chickens per game day. So if it's 4 or 5 chickens per game day, we get more than that. I don't know, I'll do it anyway, just for fun, and I need something to tie up an episode. Oh man, we got some glare off the window. Thought we do a little in-cab cultivating so we can kind of see what kind of the hill we got to work with here. This is a heck of a slant. I had heard somebody talking that they I don't
how farms work.
a little bit. I haven't watched in the last couple weeks. I had heard that
Yeah, I watched them, and I almost got every single tractor. One's a little bit harder to get because I can't find that mod. And so I'm using mods like them. So I guess you basically could say I'm copying them.
oh, you're emulating the How Farms Work farm, huh?
Yep. Except for a couple mods, it's not going to be exactly like them.
Yeah, it's hard to match something exactly. So I was saying, Cows, that I think I'd heard that maybe after the mod was released, somebody had come forward and made a claim that either the mod itself was unauthorized, basically reproduced without permission, or there were components within the mod that were used without permission. So Giants, I had heard, pulled it. But I don't know if there's any fact to any of those cases. Yeah, that's it. Unauthorized.
Don't they have to produce evidence first before they pull it?
I don't know. I'm sure they did.
I guess anybody can come up with fake evidence, I guess. You always can send me the link, or send me a copy of the one you got.
Who are you talking to? Me or Cows?
You.
What do I got?
For the silage?
Oh, the mod?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. After this, Rob found it.
Oh, okay.
It put Rob on a mission. I'm sure he enjoyed being on the mission.
Is that the Rob that's in here?
No, Kiwi Rob and Rob Simpson are very different people.
Oh. Mad, likes trolling everybody for some reason.
It's because he's the mad modder. Have you seen pictures of his mods?
Yeah, he's trying to make me a mail wrap right now.
Probably
it's not coming out like he thought.
Probably wraps it like 2 seconds. Something crazy.
He's doing a wrap, like putting my logo on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's videos out there on how to do that.
Yeah, but he wanted to really do it, so I let him. I said, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think he gets more pleasure out of modding than playing. He ginormousizes everything. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, he got my logo flipped upside down right now, so he's trying to fix it.
Oh, hey, how you doing, somebody? If you could put that in English, that'd be cool. We're not sure on exactly how to respond or how to communicate on that.
I can't even top nom begin.
It's either Russian. No. It's Russian or Slavic. It's one of those. So yeah, it's a different alphabet. Google Translate would do it.
Oh my goodness. Did you see what Cows put?
Yep. Yep.
That's why we call him the mad cow disease.
Okay, thanks GTX. Howdy back. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're only going to go for a few more minutes. I'm not going to try to get this field cultivated, I don't think.
gotta do it. You gotta cultivate that field. About done repainting the grass field. I guess you could basically call this mod the ground modification mod. Basically Giant's editor while you're playing the game.
Yeah, all you're doing is you're putting down just painting down either the terrain layer or the foliage layer.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
I find it harder to feed the
You gotta have patience for this too.
I used that mod once on Serenity Valley, and when I got done using it, I was like, okay, well, I'm done using it, so I saved the game. Then next time I loaded the game up, I didn't load up that mod. I figured I was done with it, and everything I painted was gone. So I'm like, oh well, that was fun. That was a complete waste of time. Never used it since. Well, we're glad to have you here. Glad you like to stream.
Oh, that's weird. Usually if you paint something in, it usually goes...
I don't know where it writes the changes, but obviously it doesn't actually change the map file. So it writes them somewhere, and then if you don't activate the map or the mod when you load it up, then your changes are gone.
That is weird. I'll have to look in to see if I can make it, like, see if it'll permanently change it. Like, why you still have that save game.
I'm sure it's writing changes out to some XML file somewhere. And then when you don't have that mod in place, whatever script it's using to read that XML to overlay it over the map isn't there anymore. So the changes never happen.
Yeah.
It's just like if you have a tractor and then you don't activate the mod for some reason, and then you save the game, the tractor doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's probably using that script
then.
He has to go feed that wife, doesn't he, Clint?
Yeah, I'm wondering what time zone he's in, because it's awful late for dinner here.
Well, if he's over by California, it's about 7 o'clock.
No, it's closer to 8:30.
Well, still, he can still eat that time. Or as he says, beat his wife at that time. So, when we do Clover Creek, I'll have to have somebody watch my farm for about a week and a half when, as I'm going to New York in July. So, how is that going to work out?
So, we started in early April, which is when I'm hoping we're going to get to it. Then we're going to do 21-day seasons, so that's every week is a transition. So there's going to be 3, 5, 6, 12 weeks basically to the game year. You said July?
Yeah.
So that would be the second game year if we do 2 game years. Because April would be 4 weeks, May would be 4 weeks, and June would be 4 weeks. That would be the 12-week game year. I don't know if we're going to do 2 years or just 1. Because for me, the big thing that's looming over my head is the eventual release of 19. And thinking about the maps and the series is that I want to be doing. And everything. I'm thinking I might only have maybe 2 single-player series left before 19 comes out. That's a little... Actually, it's a little disappointing.
Yeah. Hopefully they get version 3 out of UMRV before 19. I think his version 3 might have to come out in 19.
I know he said he's basically the only guy working on it at this point. If he's doing field definitions and the way those field definitions have to be done. Depending on how much time he's putting into it, per day or per week. Rob is going to be on the program. He's got limited responsibilities. I think he's only got like 1 field, but that was... Late Rob is a truck driver, so he's out and about a lot. But the good thing about doing it the way we're doing it is, depending on what you need to get done during that transition, you might only need to get in and do 3 or 4 hours worth of stuff for the whole week, if that. Then the rest of the week, you could be doing your own thing somewhere else.
Yeah, but see, I don't have a laptop where I can just get on, do my thing, and then hop off. And, yeah, I have a monitor I I would have to carry around.
Yeah, but like I said, we probably would be done by July if we only do 1 game year. If we do 2 game years, that's fine. If you've got animals, you're gonna have to jump in at least every 3 game days to feed them. That's just a little bit of work, but if you use the enhanced chickens, then we'll just need to feed in water or feed water and straw them every couple days while you're gone.
Yeah. Because I'd be gone for at least a week and a half.
Could probably pay Rob in chicken eggs.
I probably could.
Because the way the economy can work on there with the gameplay style that we're looking to do, you know, if you're not actually growing your own wheat for straw and grain, then you could buy the wheat and straw off of somebody else that has it.
Yeah, I think I might do that. Just give up my fields and just be a chicken farmer. Well, I mean, after I get going, sell off my fields to somebody if they want more fields, and then trade them in, trade around and get some straw if somebody has excess straw or something like that.
Yeah, because it'll be, you know, if you're, as long as you're not breeding, if you have a constant number of chickens, it's very easy to calculate out how much food you're going to need because it's fixed. I think it's 13 liters of grain per day per chicken, 11 liters of water per day per chicken, and 15 liters of straw. Or it's some combination of it. It's 11, 13, and 15, but I don't know if I can remember exactly which is which.
I think I'll just be a chicken breeder. Just sell off the chickens every so often. We should hire cows as being a hired hand or something.
I don't think his internet's the greatest. He used to come in and help us on 3 Dudes Open multiplayer server when we were playing on West Coast. I think he had a lot of lag problems and maybe has some disconnect issues.
Maybe that's why he's not in chat or in Discord.
He's threatened to chat with you, your stream.
Maybe you'll have to stay in here and just find out who he is.
I think it's great. Rob thinks he's Morgan Freeman.
I think he's probably Zach Efron.
That.
He's have you seen High School Musical?
No. Has a word, 2 words that I don't care for.
High school.
Any movie about high school and any movie that has the word musical. Because I think a musical is just a good story that they break up with stupid songs.
I like the story, and then they start singing, and I'm like, oh, you, until they stop singing. Rob's good, or quick. Rob is gonna like my John Deere's. They're all dirty.
Oh, where is the sprayer? We got a sprayer around here somewhere, don't we? I put that power washer. It's down here, I think. I have a power washer on this map.
I thought you did.
Here.
I can't remember where I saw it at though.
I went and opened the gate. Not over here.
What was that back there by the... It looked like the cement mixer.
No. I turn all the farm lights.
No, back to... Yeah, there you go. Back right there? No?
Oh.
Moped.
Well, there's one. Why am I looking? There's one surefire way to know if I own
Maybe
one.
you didn't have one. Check in your store and see if you bought one.
Nope, I don't own one. I was gonna wash it and put it away for the winter, but oh well.
Uh-oh.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream tonight. I want to thank you guys for watching. Great crowd, great chats going on. Really enjoyed it. And we'll be back on Skelton next Saturday. We'll be working the fertilizer, and it'll be the first day of winter. So we are going to be doing a heck of a lot of forestry. We need to earn ourselves some dollars. I'd like to expand our operations a little bit into next year, so we need to pick up a couple fields. You going to be streaming right after this?
Yeah. Right after you end it.
Alright. Alright, hold on. I'll put a link here. Alright, so, right after this, British Farmer, he's in chat. He's going to fire up his stream over on UMRV. If you want to keep watching some farm sim stuff, go jump on and check him out. I'll put a link in the chat here in a moment.
And if you want to find out who Cows Go Moo is.
I hear Morgan Freeman.
I'm just editing the live stream text and all that.
There you go, guys. There's his channel. I'm going to go hang up and head off to bed myself, but you're free to jump over there and watch him. I work on UMRV. He's doing some interesting painting or something over there. So until next time, guys, happy farming.